Hi everyone, this is Selena Kraus and welcome to another card video. In this video I will show you how to do fun backgrounds using alcohol inks and Deco foil. Here I'm using gold Deco foil, but you can use any color that you like. I made, after I recorded this video, I made a bunch of more backgrounds using blue and silver and other colors of Deco foil. So I'll be sharing those cards pretty soon on my blog. So here all you need is alcohol inks, the alcohol blending solution along with some Yupo paper. So I'm just picking 3 colors of alcohol inks here. As you can see, I have a bunch of alcohol inks that have been sitting there for a while waiting to be rediscovered. And I have my very first alcohol inks. I had them from way back in 2007. So I kind of kept them. For some reason I didn't toss them away. They were sitting in our garage here. They survived a few moves. So I'm kind of trying to figure out which colors to use. So I decided to use light pink, like pink shell, coral, and yellow. I think it was called Sunset View or something like that. So here I'm going through that process of picking out colors. I wanted to go with pinks, but then decided to do more kind of warm colors, red and yellows. So let's get started. Here I'm using Yupo translucent paper, but you can use any of the Yupo paper that you want, and I just placed that on a craft mat. You would want to do a non-porous surface, so when it doesn't absorb, or use something old that you don't mind getting stains on, because the alcohol ink, it's very hard to remove. So just added drops of those alcohol inks onto my Yupo paper, and I'm just adding the blending solution and moving the paper to move the colors around, move the ink around. You can notice here that the ink is moving, the blending solution is moving the ink away. So I'm just adding more of the shell pink ink there, and a little bit more of the coral, and again moving my piece of Yupo paper around to move those inks, then adding some more of the blending solution. And then I'm using my heat tool to kind of quickly dry and move a little bit more of the ink. So probably you have seen this technique shared on a bunch of videos. I've seen a lot of people do this technique, so I decided to give it a go and get use of my piles of Deco foil and piles of alcohol inks. So I use my bone folder to apply that Deco foil onto my background. You can use as well your finger, just press firmly over the spots where the ink is sticky, where it's like more layers of thicker layers of ink. You can leave your panel the size it is. Mine was 6 by 4 1/4, so I trimmed it down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and decided to add some more ink and some more blending solution to get more interest to my background. Again, I'm moving that around and then I'm heat setting it. So here you notice that it's kind of more playful background. There's more movement in it, and again I'm applying some Deco foil. And until I'm satisfied with my background. I think I'll let it go here because I tend to overwork my backgrounds. So next I'm using a die set from Concord at 9. I think it was Fill-In Poses. From the Fill-In Poses set, I'm using the French Sentiment and then a little bit 2 little flourishes. And I'll use some gold foil cardstock to cut those out. Here I'm just using some vellum piece. Just wanted to put it under the sentiment out in the front. So here, by magic of YouTube, everything is die cut. And I didn't want to take away from the background, so I decided not to use that vellum hexagon. Next, I'm scoring top folding note card. I use for my note card, I use the Catherine Polar Designs Premium White Cardstock. Cut it down to 4 1/4 by 11 and scored in half at 5 1/2. And next I'm using my Misty, and I'm using some vellum adhesive, plus vellum adhesive I've purchased from Amazon, to adhere that translucent Yupo background onto my note card. I was afraid that the adhesive will show, so I use vellum adhesive for the background. Next step will be to adhere the letters to spell friend, and you can use regular adhesive, or you can use foam tape. Here I'm using foam tape. My tape is 3 1/4 inches wide, so I'm cutting little strips out of a couple inch long piece and adhere them on the back of my die cut letters. So here I kind of sped up the process so you're not bored watching me apply those that foam mounting tape on the back of my letters, and I'm using a T-ruler to place those, make sure that they're straight onto my card. So I started from the back, from the letter D, going towards the left. So from the right to left, it's kind of backwards, because I wanted the front to be towards the right to bring balance to my card, because most color is concentrated on the left side of the card, and now having that front to the right kind of brings more balance to the overall card. Next, I'm using some collage medium to adhere those flourishes. Just pressing it down to make sure that it adheres nicely. And then on the other side, to balance it out. And actually this will finish my card. So I'm just holding those down for a couple seconds. And we're done. Here's a little close-up. You can see all the, kind of from the light, it reflects the gold foil and the gold letters. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, as well as visit my blog for more inspiration. See you soon in another video. Bye!